Hey, I'm Richard. So in the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've seen so many videos of people doing amazing things on YouTube, and I've always kind of wondered how difficult are some of the things that they're doing, and whether anybody could do that. I've kind of got quite a lot of spare time right now, so I thought this is the perfect time to try and challenge myself to see if I could do some of the things that they're doing. So each week I'm going to try a new challenge and see if I can train myself up to it, learn from it, and hopefully by the end of the week be able to complete that. So this week I'm going to go for the muscle up. So I think there's sort of two ways people look at what a muscle up is. So your average gym person would potentially sort of see it as a challenge, and you know, they kind of know they can't do it themselves.
I love how I'm pretending that person isn't me.
They often sort of think that'd be nice to try someday. And then I think you probably get this other sort of band of people who think it's just a vain party trick, because in reality it doesn't really serve any purpose by itself, unless maybe you're sort of dangling off a cliff somewhere with no way out apart from to lift your body weight, but I'd hope that's pretty unlikely most of the time these days. So I haven't watched any sort of videos on how to do the muscle up, but I think I'm just going to try and wing it and see how I get on with it today. Don't think I'll do it today, and then I'll probably watch some videos of some guys on how to do it tomorrow, and then try to sort of apply those techniques. Okay, so I think I found my first place I could try and do a muscle up, which is a football goal post, and it's quite high up though, so I'm going to have to jump quite high to try it. So let's give this a try. I've just had to position the camera balancing on my shoe because I've got no other way to hold my phone up. I think it's just about inside. Maybe a little bit higher up. Yeah, cool.
So this was it. All of those years of me looking up to everybody in the gym doing those muscle ups. Now is my chance to shine. Now is my time to finally do a muscle up.
Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it will cave in and swallow me whole. Wondering why my...
Wow, I looked absolutely ridiculous doing that.
So I feel like I could get myself up to almost parallel, but I struggle with that last sort of proper just pushing yourself up at the top. So I think I just need to work on getting the momentum a little bit better. So let's try it a few more times and see how we get on with this today. Okay, so this is going to be my my second attempt at a muscle up. The last time I think I didn't get enough explosive power, so I'm just going to really try to force it up at the beginning, and then hopefully that'll give me enough strength to pull my way all the way up. Let's see how that goes. Some help, I've got the sun in my face. Good. Oh god. I find it's very, very easy to get my arms to here, but just trying to get that a little bit higher up, the transition to where I can actually use my arms a bit more rather than my back is very difficult. I'll probably give it 5 more attempts today and just see if I get any closer than that. One issue is I've run out of stamina very quickly, I guess. On the second rep I'm already pretty gassed out. I'm trying to explode as strong as I can all the way up. Yeah, maybe I need to work on just a bit more of my strength and my stamina on that a bit more. Okay, so this is attempt number 4. I think at this point I know I'm not going to do it if I haven't done up my first 3 ones, so I'm just going to try to work on building a bit of muscle strength, so explain my way up and then see if I can how long I can hold it for.
Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it'll cave in and swallow me whole. Wondering why my mind keeps on spinning. This isn't how living to me was told. Why am I like this? Something's always amiss. Can't put my finger on it, but it's there. Wait for it to subside, but my mind won't apply. Waiting for the clear. Is it bad sometimes? I like it when I lose control. There's something.
Okay, this is going to be my last attempt. I'm going to give it my all this time. Apologies if I start grunting. Actually, if I start grunting, I'm just going to edit that out the video anyway.
That's so beautiful.
So, on day 2 I was feeling bright and optimistic. I woke up with an achy back and my hands hurt when I held my cup of coffee. Now this is actually a good thing, as anybody who's done a good workout at the gym knows that when you wake up the next day feeling achy, you know you've done a good job. Nobody wants to wake up feeling completely fresh after a workout. So I spent the next 20 minutes or so in the morning doing some research on how to do a muscle up. The first thing I learned, which is kind of obvious, was the fact that gripping a long flat surface like a goalpost is a terrible idea. You just can't grip it as well as you can grip a cylinder bar. The second important lesson was to learn the proper technique. So on the videos that I watched, the idea was that you would swing your body forward and then push your chest out. This should stop your momentum, and then at this point you can now swing back using your arm and your chest and your back in order to gather the momentum to bring yourself parallel to the bar. I was eager to put the new technique straight into practice, so I headed straight down to my local field. The first exercise involved swinging yourself forward to a certain marker on the floor, which could be anything, including a shoe. Once your legs are above the marker, the idea is you then push your chest out in order to stop the momentum. So next I practiced the technique as much as I could, with an emphasis on swinging my body forward and then stopping using my chest. I did this as much as I could until my arms gave way.